Here's the thing that most business owners don't realize. It's that your about page isn't really about you. It's about your audience. Welcome to Seven Figure Copy, the show where I teach you how to create powerful strategic messaging so you can attract high-paying clients and scale your business to the next level with ease. I'm Gina Whitehouse, your expert conversion copywriter, and this podcast is for ambitious, value-driven female entrepreneurs like you who are ready to scale from 6 to 7 figures without sacrificing what matters most: your values, your time, and your family. In each episode, we'll dive into the art of crafting persuasive words for high-converting websites and sales pages, and you'll learn strategic copy techniques so you attract premium clients and boost your revenue. This podcast was created to help you tackle the challenges of balancing family life and business growth as you take your business to the next level. If you're ready to add a trusted partner to your team, making sure your message is compelling, consistent, and impactful, then you're in the right place. Welcome back to the Seven Figure Copy, everybody. I am Gina Whitehouse, your host, and today we are talking about one of the most underrated and overlooked sales tools on your website. No, it's not your homepage, and it's not your sales page or a services page. It's actually your about page. So before you scroll away thinking, come on, Gina, how is my about page a sales tool? Stick with me, okay? Now, before I move forward, I want to tell you really quickly that if you go to the show notes after this, I actually have a new freebie for you. It's your 7-figure about page checklist. Download it. It's going to give you all those elements that you need on your about page to convert visitors into buyers. All right, let's get into this. So most business owners actually treat their about page like an afterthought, and it's really a huge mistake. And you may have done it and it's okay, but now is the time to go back and look at that page. What I want you to take away from today is that your about page is actually your secret sales tool on your website. It's the page that builds trust faster than any other. And if it's written the right way, it's the page that really warms up your visitors and turns them into buyers. So today I'm going to show you exactly why your about page is so important and how to make sure it's driving sales for you. And make sure to listen to next week's episode because this is kind of a 3-part thing here. And we're going to go over the 5 biggest about page mistakes and how to fix them. So let's dive in. Here's the thing that most business owners don't realize. It's that your about page isn't really about you. It's about your audience. See, most people think about their about page as just a bio section, right? Just like a short paragraph. But the truth is, it's that it's a mini sales page in disguise. So here are 3 ways why I consider your about page your secret sales tool. First, your about page, it's one of the most visited pages on your site. Studies actually show that 52% of visitors check the about page before making a decision. Now, why? Because people buy from people, right? Before we choose to invest in something, we really like to feel connected and confident that that person or that product is the right thing to help us or the right person to help us, right? So if your about page is just a list of accomplishments, let's say, then you're really missing out on a huge opportunity to build trust and prime people to buy. The second reason why it's our secret sales tool is because it's where emotion meets logic. Now, your website visitors, they are making emotional decisions first, and then they're justifying them with logic. So your about page is where you connect with them emotionally by showing them 3 things. First, that you understand what they're struggling with. Second, that you've been there before just like them. And third, that you can help them get the results that they want. You see, when they feel understood, they start to trust you, and that trust is what leads to conversions. And the third reason why your about page is your secret sales tool is because it answers the question, why you? So even if someone loves your homepage, they're still going to ask, okay, but why should I trust this person over someone else? Your about page gives them that answer. It establishes your expertise. It establishes your credibility and your unique value in a way that doesn't feel salesy. So instead of thinking of it as just a bio, think of it as a tool that moves visitors closer to saying, yes, I want to work with you, or yes, I want to buy your product. Now let's talk about how to turn your about page into that sales tool that you need. Now you know why your about page is so important, right? So let's talk about some key elements that will make this page work for you. The first is to start with a powerful headline. So just like on your homepage, and how you have a headline there that's supposed to grab attention and make people want to read further, it's the same thing with your about page. The headline is the first thing visitors see, so it needs to grab attention and make it clear that this page is about them. So I usually use 3 different headline templates that kind of spark my creativity when I write templates when I write statements for my clients, these headline statements. So I'm going to give you one today that you can play with. And that's the statement that says, and it starts with a question. Okay. So it says, are you struggling with, and then you enter the pain point. So here's an example. Here's an actually like a bad example. Okay. So you don't want the headline to say this. Hi, I'm Gina, an online business coach. No, it's just too short. It's vague. It definitely does not touch on any pain points, and it's centered around you, right? And not your visitor. So you could say this. Are you tired of feeling stuck and overwhelmed in your business and don't know how to move forward? Let's change that together. So you can see there that we hit on the feeling stuck, overwhelmed, don't know how to move forward pain points. Okay. So this wasn't exactly like the template I gave you. That one started with, are you struggling with? Here we just changed it and tweaked it slightly to say, are you tired of feeling? But you could use either of those. You just want to make this template work for you. So a great headline, this is what I want you to remember. It signals to your visitor that they're in the right place and makes them want to read more. Okay, the second way to turn your about page into a sales tool is to make yourself relatable. This is so important, okay? So once they're hooked in and they want to read more, now is the time to build connection. Your audience needs to see that you understand their struggles, and the best way to do this is with a short, relatable story. So think of a moment when you were in their shoes. Maybe you faced the same challenges they're facing now, or you made a big shift that changed everything in your life, or perhaps you discovered a process that helped you succeed. So I'm going to give you an example here of what this could sound like. And this is an example for a digital organization strategist. She may write this on her about page. I remember the days of feeling completely overwhelmed by digital clutter. Hundreds of files scattered across different cloud drives, desktop folders cluttered with random screenshots, and no idea where to start organizing it all. It wasn't just frustrating, it was draining me emotionally and mentally. That's when I realized the importance of having a functional and beautiful digital workspace. I developed a system that streamlined my digital life, allowing me to find anything I needed in seconds, and it changed everything for me. Now I help entrepreneurs just like you organize their digital world so they can work efficiently and feel inspired by their digital space. What do you think of that? I think anyone who reads that is going to think, wow, she gets me and she's been where I am. All right. So write that story, make it relatable. Third thing I want you to know so that you can change your about page into a sales tool is that I want you now to show your expertise and your unique approach. So once you've built a connection through your story, now it's time for you to establish your authority. So this is where you can highlight your experience, any unique approach you have, and what makes you different. So let's continue with the digital organization strategist example. Now on her page, she could say this. Now, as a digital organization strategist, I help entrepreneurs create streamlined, functional, and aesthetically pleasing digital workspaces. Using my signature framework and simple system, I turn digital chaos into beautifully organized systems, so you can work efficiently without the digital clutter weighing you down. See, you don't need to list every certification or award. Just show them why you're the right person to help them. All right, fourth, this is what I want you to do to turn your about page into a sales tool, is to highlight the benefits of working with you. So instead of just listing your services, I want you to focus on the transformation your clients will experience. So here's something that most people would write, and it's not a good example. Okay. And now we're going to change examples here. We're going to make this for a grief counselor. Okay. So she might write, I offer grief counseling sessions. Not a good example. That's not what you should write when you want to list your service, like when you want to focus on the transformation, right? Instead, she was listing a service. What she would want to write is, you will find a safe space to express your emotions, gain tools to navigate your grief, and discover hope and healing as you move forward at your own pace. So do you see that this emphasizes the emotional transformation and that supportive journey that the client will experience rather than just listing the service? So, like I always say, focus on the transformation. Lastly, you're going to want to end your page with a clear call to action. Your about page should really guide visitors to the next step, and a lot of people miss this. So your call to action could be, someone booking a call with you or joining your email list, perhaps downloading a freebie. Okay, so let's continue with the grief counselor example. She would write something like this. Ready to take the next step towards healing? Schedule a free 15-minute consultation to see how grief counseling can support you on your journey. So this sentence just makes the next step, clear and inviting. And it really emphasizes that kind of like safe, no pressure opportunity to learn more. Well, I like to end each one of my episodes with a challenge for you this week. So this is what I want to leave you with today is I want you to take one small step to improve your about page this week. It could be rewriting your headline to make it more clear and engaging. You could add a short, relatable story that shows your audience that you get them. Or you could go through your copy and look for every time you say like I or me and try to replace it with you to make your copy more customer focused. And I know it kind of sounds counterintuitive because you think, oh, my about page is about me, right? But really it's about your target audience. So make sure you're writing it in a way that's customer focused. Thanks for joining me on this episode today. I want to ask you something, and it's this. Are you ready to take your about page to the next level? And if you are, I want you to go to the show notes and grab my 7-figure about page checklist. It's going to walk you through every copy element you need to turn visitors into buyers so your about page actually works for your business. Okay? Just go to the show notes, download it now, and don't forget to tune in next week for the 5 biggest about page mistakes and how to fix them, because you know what? We've probably all made a mistake here or there. So until next time, have a great week. It's been fun catching up with you, and tune in next week. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of 7-Figure Copy. If you've enjoyed the show, don't forget to leave a 5-star review on your favorite platform and follow me on Instagram for more insights. Can you think of one female entrepreneur or small business owner right now who could benefit from listening to this podcast? Please share this episode with them. And if you're ready to hand off the copy for your website, emails, and sales pages, head over to www.whitehousesm.com to book a complimentary copy chat with me. Let's partner together to take your business to the next level.